morning children. So we have already discussed about the pure substances. What kind of pure substances we can get, what is pure substances, elements, compounds, metals, non-metals, metalloids, that portion we have already discussed. So now we are coming to next portion, that is mixture. So in case of mixture, that one, the combination of two or more elements. What is mixture? First we have to know. So what is mixture? The combination of two or more substance, maybe elements or compounds which are not chemically combined with each other, may also be present in any proportion. In case of pure substance, we have seen that they have to combine with a fixed ratio, but in case of mixture we can make any kind of mixture with any proportion. So as for example, we can say that, suppose I am telling to you that you make one sugar water solution. Just 3-4 students, I am telling them to make a sugar water solution. So someone will take 1 gram of sugar or 1 spoon of sugar in 300 ml of water. Someone will take 500 ml of water, 2 spoon of sugar. So their ratio, so their mixing ratio, it is not same for all, but all they are mixture. So it will not depend on the proportion. We can make any proportion, that combination of two or more substances. So what we can say? A mixture in which the constituents are uniformly distributed throughout, that is without any kind of proportion. Okay, so mixture is of, we can say it is of two types. One is homogeneous mixture, another one is heterogeneous mixture. So homogeneous mixture means a mixture in which the constituents are uniformly distributed throughout the mixture, that is without any clear of boundary of separation, is called homogeneous mixture. Here the constituents can be seen with our naked eye or under a microscope. So some of the examples of homogeneous mixture are salt solution, sugar solution, air, soft drinks, petroleum, biogas, alloys, etc. So they all are called homogeneous mixture. So what we can say, that suppose in case of sugar water solution, salt water solution, after some time if we want to mix the sugar and water, after some time we cannot see the sugar particles. So that means it will indicate that all the sugar particles, it is dissolved in water particles. That means we know that one, that matter, it is having some space among itself, among the particles. So sugar particles will occupy the space of water particles and it will be dissolved in the water. Okay, so by this way, if any kind of mixture it is formed in which that the constituents are uniformly distributed throughout the mixture without any clear boundary of separation, is called homogeneous mixture. Okay, so now we will see the characteristics of homogeneous mixture. A mixture is said to be homogeneous. The different constituents or substances present in it exist in one single phase. That portion it is important. Suppose in case of salt water solution, salt will be dissolved in the water, all the salt particles will be dissolved in the water. So that means it will exist in the liquid state only. So in one single phase it will exist. without any visible boundaries of separation of them. So a homogeneous mixture has a uniform composition throughout. A few examples of homogeneous mixture as follows. When we dissolve a salt, just I have given the example, a salt like sodium chloride. Sodium chloride, it is a common salt that we use for our fooding purpose, that is called the common salt. So when we dissolve a salt like sodium chloride of sugar present in solid phase or sugar present in solid phase, water, the mixture formed as a result of mixing any single phase only. Just I told you that in single phase, it is indicating that in case of sodium chloride or any kind of salt, if we dissolve in the water, then we will get just the liquid form of the mixture. So solid state, it is present, sugar, salt, they are present, they are existing in the solid state, but we are getting the liquid form of the mixture. So single phase we are getting, okay, and it is the liquid phase known as solution. It is known as solution, sugar water solution, salt water solution, just like that. And in the solution, the particles of the sodium chloride or sugar lose their physical state but not their identity. They have lost their physical state because they have already existed in solid state. Now they are existing in the liquid state, so they are losing their physical state, but they have some identity. Because if you want to separate them, in case of sea water, from sea water we get common salt. So how we can get the common salts? So many separation techniques are there that we will discuss later, but in case of sea water we have to evaporate the sea water mixture. So that means if we give some heat to the salt water solution, water will be vaporized and salt will remain there. That time it will exist in the solid phase and it will be not losing its identity. Okay, a solution of sodium chloride has a bitter taste while sugar solution is sweet in taste. That we know. Air is also a homogeneous mixture. Why? Because air, in case of air, various number of gases are present like nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water vapor, inert gases, etc. And all the gases are present in air constituently one single phase, that is gaseous phase. In case of air, they all are present in the gaseous phase, and air is also regarded as solution. All homogeneous mixture are regarded as solution. Okay, so I think all of you can understand what is homogeneous mixture. Now we will see in case of heterogeneous mixture. So in case of heterogeneous mixture, this one, so a mixture is said to be heterogeneous. Just wait once. The mixture is said to be heterogeneous if it does not have any uniform composition. In case of homogeneous, we have seen it is having uniform composition, but in case of heterogeneous mixture, it does not have any uniform composition and also has visible boundaries of separation between the constituents. A few examples of heterogeneous mixture, we can say that sand water, if we give some amount of sand in some amount of water, we can see that sand particles will be not dissolved, it cannot be dissolved in the water particles, and it will be settled down in the bottom of the water layer. So not only sand water, sand and common salt also, it is an example of heterogeneous mixture. Okay, so no doubt these are present in same phase, solid phase, but they have clear boundaries of separation. We can easily separate them. So they are called the heterogeneous mixture. Again I am repeating that portion, a mixture that does not have any uniform composition, that is has visible boundaries of separation between its constituents, is called heterogeneous mixture. Here the constituents of heterogeneous mixture can be seen by naked eye or under a microscope. So we can say in case of examples of heterogeneous mixture, they are sugar and sand mixture, salt and sand mixture, polluted air, muddy water, sand water, they all are example of heterogeneous mixture. So I think all of you can understand which one is heterogeneous mixture. Now we will see that the difference between the compound and mixture. So what are the difference between the compound and mixture, that we will see right now. Okay, so in the left hand side it is compounds are written, and in the right hand side the mixtures are written. So in a compound, two or more elements are combined chemically, and in case of mixtures, in the mixture two or more elements or compounds are simply mixed, not combined chemically. In case of compound, suppose water, if we want to make, so for water hydrogen and oxygen gas can be combined, it should be combined chemically. Otherwise we, and not only chemically, they have to combine with each other with a fixed ratio. In case of water, in case of carbon dioxide, chemically means, suppose in case of water, from water we cannot separate hydrogen and oxygen gas from here. In case of suppose carbon dioxide, we cannot separate carbon and oxygen, okay, by any physical method. So they are, as they are chemically combined. But in case of that mixture, in the mixture two or more elements or compounds are simply mixed, not combined chemically. In case of sugar water solution, suppose. So in case of sugar water solution, they are properly mixed with physically. If you want to separate them by physical method, you can separate them. That is why. But in case of compounds, we cannot separate the elements from the compounds. This is one difference between these two. In case of second, in a compound the chemicals are present in a compound the elements are present in the fixed ratio by mass. This ratio cannot change. This is the second one. We can say in a compound the elements are present in a fixed ratio, but in case of mixture they are not present in a fixed ratio, it can vary. Okay, so these are the second difference between compounds and mixtures. Okay, now in case of third one, we will see that one, compounds are always homogeneous. That means they have the same composition throughout. Of course, in case of CO2, that the compound, it is the ratio of carbon and oxygen, it is same, and the composition it is same throughout. So they all are homogeneous. And mixture can be homogeneous, sometimes it may be heterogeneous in nature. Homogeneous means that in case of sugar water solution, when the components that can be mixed properly throughout the mixture, and in case of heterogeneous, that one, when the two or more components, they cannot be mixed properly they having a separation boundary between the constituents, it is called the heterogeneous mixture. So next we will see the in a compound the constituent lose their identities. A compound does not show the characteristics of the constituting element. Suppose in case of carbon dioxide. In case of carbon dioxide, we cannot see the properties of carbon and oxygen. Carbon, it is present in the solid state, and carbon dioxide, it is present in the gaseous state. And we cannot separate them by their properties. So, in case of compounds, they do not have any identities of the elements. They will lose their identities. But in case of mixture, they will have their identities only. They can exist in a single phase in case of homogeneous mixture. Okay. In case of homogeneous mixture, not all the constituents. In case of number 5, in the formation of the compound, energy in the form of heat, light or electricity is either absorbed or evolved. Suppose in case of exothermic reaction, the heat will be produced. In case of endothermic reaction, the heat will be absorbed, or sometimes electricity it is required, sometimes another factor it is required. But to make a mixture, these kind of factors are not required. Okay, so no energy change is noticed in the formation of mixture. So next, in a compounds, the constituents cannot be separated by physical method. That already I told you. Because in case of compounds, if you want to separate, suppose in case of carbon dioxide, you cannot separate carbon and oxygen from carbon dioxide. You cannot separate hydrogen and oxygen from water, as they are already made and are compounds. And in case of mixture, you can separate them, okay, by physical method. So these are the differences between the compounds and mixture. I think all of you can understand what is going on over here. So in our next class, we will see that different kind of mixtures, that is solution, that means homogeneous solution, suspension and colloids. So 3 kinds of mixture we will see: suspension, colloid and solution. Solution means homogeneous mixture, that already we have discussed. Suspension means that heterogeneous mixture, we can say in case of sand water. Suppose sand is not dissolved, sand particles cannot be dissolved in the water particles or water molecules. So this is called the heterogeneous mixture, and it is one of the example of suspension. But in case of colloidal mixture or colloids, it will look like a homogeneous mixture, but actually it is a heterogeneous mixture. So heterogeneous mixture it is of 2 types. One is suspension, another one is colloidal solution. So suspension means that we can separate the components easily, so they are suspension. But colloidal particles also we can separate, but it will look like homogeneous. In case of blood is colloidal mixture. In case of milk is colloidal mixture. In case of face cream, in case of moisturizer cream, any kind of these kind of particles, they are looking like homogeneous, but actually they are heterogeneous mixture, and actually they are called the colloids. So this part we will discuss in our next video. I think all of you can understand whatever we have discussed today. Thank you. Have a nice day.